What is up, my crazy Verticonians? My name is Vertico, you can call me V, and welcome to Jurassic World Alive. It is currently 2 past midnight. It's 2 minutes into the 16th of September, the same day this video is going live, I believe. Because we have been given a gift by Ludia. A gift from above. The light is very bright tonight, so as you can see, all hail the sun. Anyway, we have got a really good week. I don't want to spoil it by just saying that. No, you see. This week is potentially my favourite week we've had in a very long time. I'll explain why now. First and foremost, commons. Dinocyrus, nice. Hatspteryx, Eucalocephalus, Pharascus, good for the new hybrid, that's not a bad thing. This week is called Spelling Bee. You should probably say that because they're all really freaking hard to say, or spell, or pronounce, or even look at. So, Sungaripteris? I presume the D is silent here. D. Scaphognathus? That just feels like phlegm in the back of the throat. These two are alright. They have their hybrids. You know, they've got their uses. But it's the following two that are just... Quetzalcoatus or Tyrannosaurus. Quetzalcoatus is for Quetzorian. Quetzalcoatus can be found in Zone 2 now. Quetzalcoatus will be part of the hybrid chase that's for the next 2 weeks. Probably get Tango first though, to be fair, I do get that. But if we do get Quetzalcoatus next week, which I think we will be getting Quetza in my zones while I'm at work. Quetza in the Dino Chase, and Quetza Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with a maximum of 24 pops. I can get 250 easy on a Quetza. So, this gonna be fun. It basically means I'm going to be uber duper, if not ready for Quetzorian by the end of the week. It may be the case that I actually run out of Pteranodon, which could be a problem because you can't get much more than that because you can't stick them in the freaking sanctuaries yet. Can't request them because they're an epic. So I'll need a week that's dedicated to it. As for what the actual week events are. Oh, wait, we'll go to the epics. Monolophosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, Monolophosaurus or Pachycephalosaurus. I will be going for Pachycephalosaurus. Because Smilodendronus is a good ingredient for it. I'm going to get it. So, that's my thing. Speaking of the Carbonanimus front, whoever put it in the Sanctuary as part of the Alliance hasn't put it back in since. So I haven't been able to get any more. But this week is looking good. Spelling Bee. And the actual events, because I wasn't sure about this, but it's a new logo I haven't seen before, so if you excuse the clicking for a second or two. Jurassic World Alive Game Press. Now, you may be wondering, why are you going to the Game Press? Well, there was a data mine done that revealed 2 new event archetypes, so you've got fierce stuff like that, of course, but the data mine article actually stated Spelling Bee is a new one, and that the second new one was, or 3, actually, there's a few more. You have giant hybrids, swamp, and swap-in. Looking at them, I don't think they're a swap-in. They don't really look... Wait, let me have a look. No, they don't look like a swap-in to me. In fact, they have glasses on them. So that completely rules out swamp. I don't think it's giant hybrids either. To me, it looks like a Spelling Bee sort of context, like, oh, this person's smart, so they're doing it. I could be very wrong, but this might be the first time in a while that we've got a week that is Spelling Bee and Spelling Bee, because we don't have, like, all the other images that you can get for it are, I'll just go back, Fierce and Armour, for example. Now it is quite simply just Spelling Bee. Could this be the meta going forward for these events? I freaking hope so. Yes, it's good to get a diversity when you've got a pretty crap week of dying to be able to go, oh, but the events, I'm going to get this, which is good, I get that. But when you get an absolutely outstanding A-star beautiful week like this, the chance of getting more Quetzalpops without me having to dart and save me time and stress of trying to walk to places, That's something. That is something. Obviously, it may not be. Anyway, that's that part of the video. And technically not. We've also got like what looks like a daily, every single day, Monday to Sunday, a sort of a loot box on top of the other loot boxes we can get. No idea what it is. I don't think it's anything to do with September 13th. I honestly believe it's Battle for Big Rock, because the fact Battle for Big Rock will be out. If not, it's out already. At this point, I should be able to find it online. That's something I'm doing after I'm recording, because I've just remembered. Also, on Friday, we have what looks like... Yeah, I'm going to zoom in with my eyes. It looks like a Puritosaurus, but part of me knows that it's probably the Allosaurus Gen 2, which is awesome. I would have liked a Nasutoceratops because it's a beast. Well, no, that's a lie. Allosaurus is a beast, yes, but Nasuto is a hybrid component, so yeah. Anyway. Oh, I've just clicked on Vegas. This could completely screw up the recording from here on in, because Vegas takes up a lot of power, and it shouldn't be able to. There we go, because I have to disable one of my graphics drivers for it to work. It just crashed, so it's fine. Hopefully it didn't screw up the recording, because I can't be bothered to record this twice in one night. I'll have to, but it's just extra effort. Anyway, the second part of this video, which I know some of you have been hyped for, I already knew about the potential of this dino as soon as I looked at it on the JWA field guide. And then I saw people talking about it in Alliance chat, and then a big shout out to Wade for reminding me, because I may not have included it in the video if it wasn't for Wade. In the comments of my last video, which was yesterday, weirdly, 2 JWAs in a row. Unheard of, right? THYLACOTATOR. This thing, this little kitty from hell, literally it's a Hellcat, okay? It's like a hellhound, but a cat, which means it's far more deadly. And you'll be like, but a dog's bigger, a dog's more of a threat. Cats are geniuses. They are geniuses. And they can be evil geniuses, okay? So this thing is deadly. So, this, I know it's not technically a cat, bite me, but this thing, oh, it's only got 481 attack, oh, it's only got 2,000 health. If you are going to get this creature, get it as high as possible. Do not waste a single stat boost on attack. Do not waste a single stat boost on attack, but pummel stat boosts into health and speed. And the reason for that, superiority strike. Woo, what's that gonna do? Nothing. It's immune to stuns. It cannot be stunned. It can swap in with a distraction for 90%, which is crazy in its own right. It doesn't have a counter attack, which would make this just far too OP. But it's got deliberate prowl. You're not going to need to use that. In fact, the only 2 moves you're going to need to use are Rending Takedown and Lethal Wound. Lead off with a Lethal Wound, as long as it's not an immune, of course. This is more for Stegodeus, Theralidus or Trico, stuff like this. You will do the damage enough to kill it if you can last 3 rounds. That's great, right? But if you then go in with a Rending Takedown for the next turn, you will inflict 60% of their health as damage. Bearing in mind, you've already taken 33%. This guy's not got much attack, but once he levels up a bit, guess what? That damage is going to be insane. Because he will probably have what? I would say by level 26 at least, I could look at the field guide, but that's effort, at least 1,000 damage. So if he lands 1,000 damage on a Trico, he's going to do 600 damage because of the, is it 40% or 30%? So he's going to do 600 or 700. With just the lethal wound with the 1 damage. Then at the end of the turn, he will do 33. So already, whatever the target's health is, let's say for example that we're going against a 6,000 HP Trico. Straight off the bat, he is done. We'll go for the higher amount, 700, leaving him at 5,300. 0.33 of his max HP is 2,000 damage. Okay? So you've already done 2,700 damage to this Trico. technically you may have done a little bit less because your 1 times damage would have been instant distractions if it's straight off the bat, but we'll ignore that. You've already done a significant amount of damage. 2,700 from a 6,700. Sorry, from a 6,000 leaves us 3,300 HP. Now, that's just under half. In fact, it is no more than... So, 3,300 is 50%, 55% HP remaining after turn 1. Turn 2 comes about, rending takedown. Destroy shield, instant invincibility, useless. Inflict 0.6 of the opponent's max HP as armor piercing damage. Rending takedown needs to be nerfed. There's no denying it. It needs to not be able to destroy shields. Or not be armor piercing, one or the other. But, on that note, are we going to spend this entire episode leveling this guy up? No! We're just going to spend a little bit of time. I could have actually been explaining this while I was leveling me up, but a little bit of time leveling him. I don't want to get him too high because it's going to cost a metric ton of coins. But this guy could quite frankly fit on my team easily. Who I'd kick him off? Not sure. Kick off for him? Not sure. Thinking Trico, but Trico is exceptionally useful at taking other things down. But, it's tempting. Utarenex or Dillarachirus would be the one I'd take off the team. It's the one I'm taking off a Quetzorian. For the sole reason is, though it's got the speed advantage, though it's got some pretty nifty moves. When it goes against something that's immune, it's not uber useful, and because there's at least 3, maybe 4 uniques that are going to be used quite commonly that are immune, it becomes a little bit less limited. Whereas, if you look at Utarenex, it's got an instant move, it's got a rampage, and it's got a distracting impact. It's got its uses. And I'm not saying, of course, that Dillarachirus doesn't, but out of my team currently, the way I've built it for my play sort of style, he'd be the one that has to go. And he will go for Quetzorian, and he may go for a temporary placeholder. I mean, to be fair, like, if you get this guy to a level 20 and just boost his health and speed, you don't even need to level him. You probably should. I'm not saying you shouldn't, don't get me wrong, but you don't. Oh, which one am I going to run out of first? It will be Marsupial Lion, but I'd like to know by how much. Oh, can't even level him that high. That's a strong disappointment. But a very big note for me to remember. Getting Marsupial Lion will be useful. I wonder if anyone's online for a friendly battle. I would love to see what I can do with him. Oof. Potentially. We'll get him to max level, stick him in the team, try and find a friendly battle. Regardless, if we get another tournament where it says use epics and hybrids allowed, THYLACOTATOR, Procerathomimus, 2 already incredible creatures thrown in. Because both of those can be on an end game tier. They are. They have the full ability to be so. So the fact that I can get both, amazing. Throw that with the new Carbon Animus with its massive amount of armor. You've got your tank. You've got your annoying little Screwbag. He's also so cute, little face. So cute. Right. Enough swooning and wooing. Let's go ahead and do stuff, my friends. Oh, we do have people on, including Beaver. Ooh, I will challenge him. He's probably busy, and I don't like to interrupt people when they're busy, because it happens to me, and I get that. However, I would love to try and take him down. See his reaction. Nope. Modify, you. Where is it? It's level 14, isn't it? Was level 14, wasn't it? Yep. There we go. Done. Now then. Oh. It's Wade or Beaver. We'll give Wade a go first. Just because, Wade, if you're watching, thank you or don't worry about it. Whichever one I have to go with, whether or not you accepted my friendly challenge. Yeah, I'm going to go with... Don't worry about it, Wade. We'll try James. Yeah, no, fair enough. Well, that was instant, though. I can't go anywhere. That suggests that I've... No. Nope. Challenge is no longer available. Thank you. I think Beaver might have actually been put into a fight with me, because now he's showing us that, whereas I'm not. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cancel that with Wade. Back in a second. And we're back. I tried exiting the game and coming back in to see if it put me in that challenge. It didn't, and I don't think he actually accepted it, so I don't know what happened there. It just got very, very weird. Anybody else come online? I saw, I think Angel Spawn Dragon is Persian. I could be wrong. Oof, fair play. Got a very hefty team there, Persian, if that is you. I could be wrong, I'm sorry if it is. I'll have a look at Beeves quickly. See what he's got on his team. Just rocking that Proceratomimus. I remember when I rocked Proceratomimus and then gave up because like leveling it took forever. Like, if I wanted to level this guy now, I've got enough, but I would have to stand here and press it for hours, and then it's going to cost me so many coins. It's not worth it. Saving my coins for, well, quite frank, other things. I would like to get Quetzalcoatl, so that's a priority for me. And then after that, Ardentus Maxima, putting him on the team. It depends which one I can get more DNA of and which I can level a bit better, but I need to make sure my team is balanced in a way that I don't end up falling victim to Ludia's absolutely stupidly ridiculous, I don't have other words that I can use there, matchmaking system. I've said it before and I'll say it again, a matchmaking system that is based around skill should have nothing, and I do mean nothing, to do with the equipment that you're using in other games, or in this case dinosaurs, for the sole reason, if you start off low level, but you're a smurf, so you spend loads of money for example, and you get loads of the good dinos, and you put them all on your team straight away, you're going to have very, very little chance to progress. That's not how that should work. If you get good dinos, or good equipment, whatever game you're playing, you should be able to progress through the ranks based on your team, your equipment, your capability. You will learn the game along the way and that will help build the skill, but ESOs, or the score measurements, or the skill measurements I should say, is an awful way to run a game, especially a free play game. If we're talking like a game like a matchmaking system like Halo for example, it works because you go on ranked, and that works. If you go on casual, you're not going on ranked or unranked, whatever they call it nowadays. You just get to play for a bit of fun, you get to just test your skill, practice. When you're going on ranked, you're ranking. Here we go, Wade has challenged me. It's actually what I was hoping for. But you get the point. Anyway, please let me use him. Please. Please. Oh, it's going to DC. It would have connected me by now. Which means he probably got the disconnect message, which is why Beaver may have actually had a chance to fight me, but he got the minute wait down. Because I got DC'd. Ugh. This game is so broken. It's not so broken, it's broken in places. But it's broken in the most annoying of places. Oh, I can make the whole webcam shake. Earthquake! Wow, I've just got to tap the desk and it shakes. Oof. That's concerning. I need to check the legs of this desk at some point. It's obviously skipped leg day. Unfortunately, because the video is now over 20 minutes long, it won't be for you because I had a little intermission while I went off main screen and did stuff. But because of that, I'm going to have to end the video here without testing out how much of a beast that thing can be. But you will have to take my word on it. You can look at the bare facts and understand how much of a beast it can be, because it is a beast. But I think this is a great place to end the video. If you have enjoyed today's video, please make sure to smash the like button down below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and join my crazy Vertico. I'd super duper appreciate it. My name's Vertico. You can call me V's. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you get that new freaking crazy beast of a hybrid. Have a nice day, and ta-ra!